Alright, welcome to my first draft video of Kaladesh Remastered. I don't remember this format super well, but the best way to remember it is to just jump right in. And so now we'll see if I can put together any wins here. I'm pretty excited. This format has just come out on Arena, so I'm looking forward to picking up some cards from this that I'm going to want for my collection, things like Fatal Push. I know that the Looter Scooter is not in, and I think one other card that I can't remember right now, but either way, this is going to be some fun. So let's see what we got here. Gonti, huh? I mean, that seems real sweet to me. I remember this guy being very good as well. And I'm just reading here, making sure there's no, like, premium removal. Yeah, okay. Let's take Gonti. That'll be fun. Make sure I actually understand how this works. Yeah, it seems fantastic. Their best card should be in their top 4, right? Like, come on. It's got to be there. That's a weird one, but it's kind of interesting. Kind of want to take a black card here. I remember kind of liking this card. Druid is also decent. I don't know if Druid is a reason to get into green, but I also don't particularly love any of these black cards, and I know that this is a very solid 2-drop. I'm just going to take it. I'm a sucker for ramp on turn 2. Uh-oh. Boy, do I just throw everything in the trash and take this? It's kind of tempting. There's also Pima Outrider if I want to stay green, but Cloudblazer is so insane that I'm just going to kind of take it. A third pick Cloudblazer is very interesting. And we'll just kind of see where that goes. It may end up in the trash, but it's just so good that I don't think you really ever want to pass that. So I'm definitely seeing green. I don't really want a second Druid of the Cowl. That seems like solid-ish. This is like a Revolt Enabler. Kind of like it. Hard to say. Yeah, let's just take it. That's probably not a very good pick, but, you know, I'm still getting my bearings in this format. Now Akari Zev's Expertise, huh? I tend to like effects like this more than most people, but I don't know if that's what I want. Tune with Aether is interesting. That could help me get Cloudblazer in my deck, which I am very interested in doing. Conviction is also strong. Let's take a Tune. It's not a good card, but it may end up allowing me to do something like go green-blue, and we can just pitch Gonti and implement, sadly. This is actually kind of interesting. It gives you kind of a lot of energy for the CMC, and it's another 1/3. Yeah, okay. I do like this card. This is decent as well, because now we're getting the ability to kind of play everything we want. Prophetic Prism is pretty good as well. The filtering on Prism is worse, though. I think I'm just going to take the Wild Wanderer. Not very exciting stuff here. I always like this kind of effect, so I'll just take it. It's a 2/3 for 2, or it can make your best card better. That's always nice. Yeah, this seems kind of medium. I'm going to take the Self-Assembler, just because it's possible I could put a few of those together and then have that be kind of a thing. I am interested mildly in Fortuitous Find, but I think I can get away with taking Aether Trade Winds and using that to rebuy my Cloud Blazer. Yeah, we'll just... For signaling purposes, I think I'm just going to get out of black. Obviously, I wish I had realized that earlier, but I think I have enough 5-drops and this one isn't that strong, so I'll just take the Cobra. We won't be needing sideboards because this is best of 1. I remember this goes in Hardened Scales, my deck, which is now dead due to Mox Opal being banned. Do I have any creature types that are in common? Rogue, 2 elf druids, a snake, another elf druid, and a human scout. I do have kind of a number of elf druids, but I don't know if that's good enough. I think Monstrous Onslaught is kind of good. You do need to be, like, have something big out, but I feel like in green that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's go ahead and take it. Ooh. I like this. Yeah, okay. Well, now we can kind of, we have like a small ramp theme going. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. I do like this card, but I don't think I'm going to be countering too many spells with what we have going on right now. And this is not Dominaria, so our legends I don't think are going to matter particularly. This is always fine, but it's a little overcosted for the body. Could take the Renegade map. It seems like way too early to do right now, though. Alright, we'll take the Nimble Innovator. I don't think, it's definitely filler, but I also don't think it's like a disaster if it's in your deck. How much energy do I actually have? Just like the one thing, right? Oh, and a tune. Interesting. Oh, hold up. Hold up. What am I talking about? This is another amazing card to, like, rebuy. Okay. I remember the Puzzle Knots being medium, but maybe I can wheel that 1-drop. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem super likely, but it's possible. Is that what I want to be doing? I do need a way to use my mana once I've ramped. And none of these more expensive cards are that interesting. Oh man, are we playing Vintage right now? This is actually kind of insane with Cloud Blazer and Rogue Refiner if I am able to be defensive enough to have that happen. I think maybe that's too far to go, and like I'd rather just play Leave in the Dust because I at least can use that as a bounce on my opponents. Yeah, I'm just going to take that. Maybe that's wrong, but I also don't have like a ton of things that I want to rebuy. That might not actually be true, but actually I have a lot of ETBs. Maybe that was good. But also I think a lot needs to be going right for that to work out. Sure. This seems fine enough. Interesting. I mean, I feel like I'm in the right colors at least. The question is am I building this correctly? This is a good way to dump my mana. Yeah, all right, we'll just take Wildest Dreams. That just, it's the rare, so I want to try it out. We're definitely never playing a card like this. Now we'll just take the blue card, although I don't think I'll play this. Let's take a look at my curve. Or, I mean, we'll do that in a sec. I have 10 creatures, so I probably need to pick up some creatures. Now, oh, do I even remember how to do this? Here we go. Yeah, it looks okay. We'll just take the energy guy just in case I end up wanting energy. Same here. Okay, we did not wheel that one drop, but that's okay. This is going to be pretty good in our deck, I think. Glimmer of Genius is also pretty good. The problem is like Self-Assembler is not working out, and my highest CMC is Cloud Blazer, so I do actually need to pick up some fat this pack. And we'll try to make that happen. This is kind of sweet. I wonder if I can return like Rogue Refiner to my hand with this and then recast it. Yeah, let's do it. As much as I want the Servant of the Conduit, that just seems fun. And I already have Druid, which is similar. It doesn't fix, but this actually seems quite strong. It seems kind of medium. I'm not so sure. Yeah, we'll just take the Aether Swooper. I don't know. Could be select for inspection. That also seems good, but we do need to take creatures, as I was saying earlier, so let's see here. I do like this. This is a big fatty. And we have a few artifacts. I'm probably not going to play Self-Assembler, but I also just can ramp, which helps me cast this. And it's a way to sink mana in the late game. Sure. I'm not going to pass it. I mean, this does seem kind of sweet, and I should be able to... Well, I don't actually have that much fixing. I don't necessarily want to play this. I do have Unbridled Growth, so I can kind of get away with like a red and a white splash, I think. It's probably likely I can make that work. There is also Winding Constrictor. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't see anything fantastic, so I'm just going to take Maverick Thopterist. And let's take a look. We're getting a little fat at 5, so we're going to have to choose between those things. Do I want another 2-drop? Probably. Yeah, I already have both of these cards, so I'll just take another Druid. It's not super exciting, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so Self-Assembler is not going to get there. This is kind of a sweet mana sink. And with how much land drop ability I have to make and how much ramp I have, I'm actually going to take this because I am a little light on removal, which you usually end up being CMC 3. I do not have one, so that's not going to work. This guy's always, like, fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah, to finish my thought, in green-blue ramp, you usually end up pretty light on removal, like non-bounce sort of removal. I don't think I'm going to end up playing this. I don't think that card is very good. I think I have enough throwaway energy cards if I really wanted them, and I don't think I do. So I'm just going to take another Seed Sculptor. It may be better than something. Like this energy sub-theme maybe can just get out. Take this. I'm actually kind of interested in that. I kind of wish I had taken Paradoxical Outcome, but it's okay. I'm not sure how good ending up... Let's see. I'm not sure how good ending up drawing a million cards but not actually having that many ways to win the game is going to work out. So I kind of feel like Paradoxical Outcome would have been good in this deck for sure. That being said, I don't know how I leverage it that much. I would say, looking at it right now, this is about a 5 out of 10. It's too bad we couldn't end up playing Gonti, but I feel like I ended up in the right seat. So we have 8 plus 7 is 15 lands. I would really like to probably play 17 despite the fact that I've double Druid. I think I can just cut one. Or cut one of these garbage... well, this one's actually good. this one is not very good. But with that being said, we'll have to figure out how much actual fixing I have, which I think I may end up needing to play both of those. Yeah, like this I would rather play just because the fail rate on this is like, oh, I top deck it and it's a creature with an actual body, whereas if I top deck this, it's like, yikes. But I think maybe with Attune and this, I can get away with 16 lands. I'm going to try that. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I probably want a... Yeah, this mana actually looks pretty ugly. How many blue cards do I actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lots. So we definitely want 8 green. That's like no question about it. Let's find my cool Godzilla lands. So it kind of looks to me like I can't support the red. Because I definitely want to play Cloud Blazer. I don't have much to improvise. And even if I did, I won't be playing this early. And then I just get 2 1/1s. I mean, I can rebuy it and stuff, which is cool. But it's not that good. It does make Gearseeker Serpent a lot cheaper, but I'm going to try without it. And the reason is because I want to be able to have enough sources to support things like Baral's Expertise. Let's see. These are pretty dope, like a riff on Bucket Islands. So we'll go ahead and grab those. I do want 8. 16, 17, that's 18 lands. Yeah, and we'll just cut the red. And then for Cloud Blazer, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sources. This is like a big draw spell to dump my Druid and Rishkar mana into, and a way to kind of raise dead Cloud Blazer if bouncing it with my various spells doesn't work out. The main problem I'm seeing is that I don't really have any powerful creatures to end the game. Like, it's pretty much Gearseeker Serpent and like a 2/2 flyer, which is not that great. But that's okay. Let's just jump into some matches and see how it plays out. It's been quite a while since I've played this format. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I don't think this deck is very good. It does have a Cloud Blazer in it, though, which is always welcome. I should have looked more strongly at whether or not my energy actually matters, and maybe I can replace some of my energy cards with other filler. All right. Let's see. I don't feel the need to play Seed Sculptor quite yet, since they haven't done anything. And of course it's an Artificer. That could be an issue. That is a 4/5. Alright, well now I have little choice but to play this. And unfortunately my ramp isn't working out. So this already does not look very good. I'm 2 turns away from casting anything. And they have a 4/5. I do have some life in the bank from Puzzle Knot. Alright, well, I need 3 mana to do that. That's unfortunate. Go ahead and play a 1/3. And I guess I'm going to hope to get a double block here. Maybe on the 3/3. Well, if I'm in a double block, it's going to be on the 3/3, but I do not like where this is headed. Although I can just slap down Gearseeker Serpent next turn if I don't lose Druid. But I don't think I can take 7. We'll go for the double block. If I rip a white source of some kind, I can... yeah, sure, I'm sure they have a way to get me. If I rip a white source, I can drop a Cloud Blazer, and that will help. I do not. Alright. So let's see. I think I've just got to cast this. We'll bounce all your stuff. And I don't get to cast anything, which tells you how well built this deck is. And hopefully, Gearseeker Serpent will hold them off to some degree here. And I really need this to live. Those goggles are just beating me up. That's fine-ish. At least it maybe means I don't lose right now. Oh, God. I'm in so much trouble. Alright, well... yeah, I'm not even close to casting Cloud Blazer if I do that. But I don't think I want to play my land first. So, I'm just straight up dead to the Foundry Screecher. I could crack this, but it doesn't really do much for me. I guess I can still do that. If this draws a brick. Yep. Yep. Boy, if I had been able to cast Cloud Blazer at any point, I probably would have been in a lot better shape. Yep. And we'll activate this, gain 3 life, but this is hopeless. And it's kind of been hopeless. Fair enough. Yep, that was a straight up beating. But that's okay. Let's see, let's take a look at the deck and see if I can't make this any better than it is. So what am I using energy for? This is also pretty bad in our deck. Using it for Aether Swooper, Aether Theorist. But Puzzle Knot is pretty awful. It does help feed my Gearseeker Serpent, but I kind of feel like I don't need it. It is nice to have like an X spell though with all my mana ramp. So is there anything that might help me out in the mid game? I just felt like I was drawing absolutely nothing and have no removal, which is probably true. Just never getting to cast Cloud Blazer was also brutal. I have like 4 sources, so it should be okay. I'm going to cut this for select. Looks fine enough. Let's go. Never feels good to start off with a loss, but I think we can string together some wins. mean, we kept a hand with a Cloud Blazer in it and 4 sources in our deck to hit before turn 5, which should be about right. And it just never came together, and we got beat up. This hand is amazing. Let's go. Dr. Firefarts. Just you wait, buddy. Yeah, so I feel with a card like Rogue Refiner, we're probably supposed to be more energy-based than we ended up being. We ended up in kind of like a sub-theme, and I feel like you'd like that to be like your actual theme. Oh dear, do we have a DC? That would be unfortunate. It looks that way, but if I get a free win, that may be... that may be like 75% of the wins that this deck is capable of getting, so... Oh. We got a Roper. And we'll start with green. Okay. Now I'm going to stop on my draws, or on my upkeep, because I want the chance to scry before I draw. And we'll discard an island. Yeah, I don't think I'll be attacking with this, so... Don't need another island. That's not a bad card, but it is a bad card in our deck. I'm just going to show them how good my mana is. I want you to know about it. No, that's not a good draw either, but it is more energy, so I can keep scrying and ideally find my Cloud Blazer. Okay. I will get to bounce this guy, which will be nice. Alright, we'll just go to draw step. That's a pretty good draw, actually. So, let's think about this. I might rather... Let's see, if I attune and find a green, then I only have one blue. And I actually think I want to attack with Rogue Refiner. Bounce it and recast it. Which I will need 2 blue for. So let's go ahead and do that. This is a free draw, but that's the same as putting it on the bottom. I'm really just looking for Cloud Blazer, I think. That seems like a reasonable amount of value. We even draw our 5th land. All right. Attack for 3. I should have probably played the land that I draw with this, but I'm going to cast it anyway. Kind of ruins my scries, but does give me a bunch of energy for this. And then if they're able to kill this thing, then I have Wildest Dreams to get it back. It'll be build your own 3-mana Raise Dead. That's an interesting choice. Yes, I would like to do that. I could I think I can wait, but at some point I will be able to select for inspection, which is weirdly good against multiple ice overs. I think at this point... Yeah, I think I'm just about ready to Wildest Dreams, so what do I want? I guess all 3 cards if I can have them. That would be 7, which is conveniently exactly how much mana I have. However, if I do it for 2, that's 5, and then I can still cast Aether Swooper, that's gotta be better. Take the select and the swoop. And make sure I've got mana. Yep. And hopefully they can't counter me. I can't think of anything, but that's kind of par for the course with me on most things. Yeah, I'll get in for 1. All right. So, if I select and recast Rogue Refiner, that's 4. Then I have 3 left, and I can still cast Rishkar. That's probably pretty good. I imagine... No? Okay. They've only got 2 cards left. All right, so let's select Rogue Refiner. Sure, that works. And I can pretty freely tap the... Oh, I guess tapping the white light doesn't matter, right? Sure. You know, play Rishkar. We'll make these into 2/2s. Play land and pass. Look at that, we won a game. Dr. Firefarts was no match for us. Still have not resolved the Cloud Blazer. That's going to be like our achievement unlocked here. Alright, turn 1 attune. Turn 2 Aether Swooper. That seems kind of sweet, honestly. Opponent mulligans, which is always good. Okay. Let's go get our white. I feel like this is the Amonkhet song. That's kind of weird, right? Maybe it's just like on random or something. Alright. That turtle is actually going to get kind of obnoxious if they're able to get any more energy, but I am just going to jam the Aether Swooper. Aether Hub is also a good card. That's a shame. Well, I guess I'd like to leave up select, so... Fortunately, I can't play that... I can't play that Plains right away. But that's not a huge deal. Alright, is this bait? Probably. But I'm also not doing anything, so... All right. Interesting. This is not going to do much against Thopter Arrest. All right, well, let's play our Plains, and let's play our Wandery Boy. I still kind of want to leave up Select, so I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go like that. It's a little obvious, but... Like, no, I don't get to block, but they are just attacking for 2, so... And I think leaving my instant up will be good. Not attacking with the turtle. Interesting. Well, I guess they want to block. So what could I do here? I could bounce their stuff, but that just doesn't seem very good. Like, I can't bounce Thopter Arrest. Bouncing Wild Wanderer is just okay. But I did want to find out if you can, off the bounce, cast the thing from your hand. I mean, worst case scenario, I could just cast Aether Theorist. Okay, if I played a land, I have. But I do have the mana from Druid. But this uses up all my blue. I don't even really want to bounce Thriving Turtle. I'm not going to do this. It just seems so bad. And I think we'll just settle in for a grindy game and hope to resolve something like a Cloud Blazer. Alright, that's a good one. Kind of wish I had that. Alright, let's go ahead and scry before drawing. Nope. That's a decent one. Yeah, it's going to enter tapped. Am I going to want to select the Voyager? That will start feeding the turtle, but in like a turn or two, I can Expertise. And then hit them pretty hard. Rishkar is not bad either. So... let's just bounce all their stuff. Because they are out of cards. I probably do want to scry with that, actually. So let's put it on Druid and the Wanderer. Yeah. And we'll serve everybody except for the 1/3. And now I have an unblockable Serpent. That requires 8 mana. And I do have 8. Sure. I can stay on top. Why didn't... oh, I guess maybe they don't have enough sources? Or did they just tap wrong? Yeah, they just have, like, 2 green. Seems like they could have gotten that out some way, but you know what? Whatever. We'll jam with everybody. And now they're just dead to Gear Seeker Serpent. It seems somewhat likely that there was a way for me to do a little bit more damage there. But I feel like this game is pretty well in hand, so I'm not super concerned about it. We are just playing in silver rank after all, so we don't need to be perfect by any means. Like, I could have not attacked with Druid. Easy enough. But either way, we've managed to bounce back pretty nicely. Man, here it is again. We're going to draw the white. I'm telling you. I'm telling you 4 sources is enough. You got to believe me. Yikes. That would have been a nice include. I have had a couple of games where I've made like a kind of incredible amount of energy. We're just going to drop Druid because I could stick a Nimble Innovator next turn, which would be pretty sweet. Alright, they may have a counter here, so would I rather just play Filigree Familiar? I don't think so. It seems like if well, I would stick the Familiar almost certainly. But this is also, like, not an amazing card, so I guess I don't really care if it gets countered. It's not like a disaster. Familiar would have helped with my Gear Seeker Serpent, but I can also, for 5 mana, play Familiar and Cobra next turn, so I think playing the 4 mana spell there was good. Yeah, we'll just play 2 artifacts, and then we'll be able to cast Gear Seeker next turn. That's not too bad. Alright. So first, I think I want to jam with these. It's fine with me. I'm really glad they blocked with that. I was actually legitimately afraid of that thing. Oh, okay. I was like, now I can't cast my Gear Seeker, but I can! In fact, I think I could have casted Solvent there, because it knocks 1 off the cost of Gear Seeker, so that was kind of dumb, but it only costs 1. So it's not going to be a complete disaster. Like, I don't even think, unless I rip a land, I wouldn't even be able to activate it. Okay, well, now I feel a little silly. We're just going to jam with everybody. But I would kind of hate it if they were able to kill my Solvent before getting to use it. That would feel pretty bad. And I have given them the opportunity to do so, so I have nobody to blame but myself. Okay. That's not the worst. I am still winning the race. Is that a lifelinker? So with that bounce, they've probably got plans to deal with my Gear Seeker on the way back down, so I kind of don't want to cast it here. And that 1/4 is stopping my offense. think I'm just going to kill it. I know that this 1/4 is a softball, and they're hoping that I use the solvent on it. But I don't really have much of a way to build an offense, if that's there. And I don't feel like... Oh, dear. That is a good card. They can't activate it right away. Yeah, and they're still leaving up that mana. So I think I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll attack both. Because they want to get this Gear Seeker Serpent. For sure. And I'm just going to cast Druid and leave up Leave in the Dust. Okay. Man, I think... So I won't be able to ever basically cast Gear Seeker Serpent and use Leave in the Dust to protect it. I don't really care about freeing Familiar that much, and now they can start making 1/1s. But nothing looks that good right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. That's not too bad. So now the garrison can block. Would I rather just bounce it now? I get 2 damage, but they also get to make a creature with Whirler Maker. I'm losing my grip on this game. Yeah, I want to cast Gear Seeker Serpent. I can't keep doing nothing. And I can't bounce one of these creatures because they can just make another one with Whirler Maker and then crew the garrison. So I think I'm just going to bounce the garrison. That's a good draw. That's a great draw. So now I can go this. If I play this, this is like neutral, right? So I'll still have 7, but I would need 8 to be able to cast Cloudblazer and anything else. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to just cast Rogue Refiner, because I do feel like they got to counter a removal or something. And this one's difficult to ignore. And now I think I'll drop the Gear Seeker Serpent and see what they have to stop me on it. Because they've been waiting to do something. Yep. And so we're jockeying here to... They want to stabilize and kill me in the air. And I want to punch through these last few points of damage. Let's not spend all that green. 3. Yeah, and I can spend the blue because I have another blue in my hand. So let's go like that. That's pretty good. So they have a 3-4. So let's go Rishkar. Tempting to put it on the Blazer, but I think that's okay for now. Although, they will have decent blocks. So what can get through the garrison? Just Rogue Refiner, and they won't want to trade. Yeah, we'll put it on Blazer. Do they want to trade? That's fine with me. And we still have another card in the bank. Oh, and I can't tap this for mana. Yeah, this Whirler Maker is gonna get me. All right, let's go ahead and draw a card. Oof. So let's see. I kind of need to... Yeah, I kind of need to do this. Perfect. Yep, and if they want to double block, I'm fine with that. Because I'm going to get all of my cards back. And I need to keep attacking here. Because the longer I let this go, the more ability they're going to have to just kill me with Whirler Maker. That is not great for me. But I, too, have a large draw spell. They only have one blocker. And this is 4 damage. So let's see. What can I do? Play the land. Who do I want? I definitely want Cloudblazer. So in order to get Cloudblazer back and cast it, I would need 5 mana left over, leaving me 6 mana, which would let me do this for 2. Okay. We'll go ahead and get... Monstrous Onslaught is also interesting, but it would only let me kill 2 things. If I got back Monstrous Onslaught and Rishkar, that would be... Oh, that would be so close. but I think this will be fine. Let's go ahead and get Cloud Blazer, and we'll get Gear Seeker as well. Oh, and I can cast this. Oh, I have more mana than I thought. Let's play the Cloud Blazer. This is close. I'm going to have a tough time pushing him over. What is that? Wild. Definitely want to get in with those. I don't think I want to attack with Cloud Blazer, because their blocks are just a little bit too good. I just want to make sure. I mean, so if I attack with everything, I definitely get... No, they can make a blocker, but they would have to single block everything to not take any damage and then just be dead to Gear Seeker Serpent. I'm going to go for it. That's pretty good. All right. I have 6 power unblockable. Oh, no. We're going to lose. That's a shame. Yeah. We'll just pack it in. Close enough, though. That was fun. I am definitely feeling like you want some kind of main deck way to deal with artifacts or enchantments. Like, I've played against one almost every single game. So what then? What could I cut? Let's say I just put this in my deck. Could cut a druid. That's probably fine to do. I'm still at 13 creatures. That's pretty light, but I also have lots of ways to draw cards. I feel like if I had, in that last game, if I had realized that I had 2 more mana with my Wildest Dreams, I may have been able to... Yeah, I would have been able to get 1 more card back and still cast Cloud Blazer. So that was definitely a whiff. This hand is just fine. It's a pretty fast Gear Seeker. Not exactly how you... It feels bad sometimes to have this be like your first real threat, because usually they can just kill it. Sure, I would love to. I already have my white. But I do need a second blue, so I'm actually going to hang on to this, I think. Yeah. I probably wanted to attack with that first. I might not have blocked. So if I use this to get blue... Yeah, we'll actually have to wait. Oh, no, I have Druid. Boy, I keep doing that. Yeah. Kind of tempting to trade with the 2/2. Get my card. But then Gear Seeker gets more expensive. We'll make a more sensible block. Come on. Weird. All right. Could just put it on itself and get a 2/3. Kind of like that, actually. Yeah, sure. Double strike, huh? Nice. Finally. No attacks. We'll try and get a block on the double striker. Let's see, yeah. If I double block, then they get me. I could triple block. Let's do that. Let's see. That costs 4. That resolves. And we'll return it to their hand. I don't think I need this card. I don't even know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Maybe it's fine. We'll just... We're getting to, like, the late game, so if I get mana flooded, I will probably want that. Get him for 2. And we'll play the Serpent. Seems hard for them to kill. I don't really want to get any of those back. So... This does have double strike, but I would be fine. I have Wildest Dreams, so... Alright, they fall to 9. Then I can go Unbridled Growth. We'll play the Puzzle Knot. And we'll play Theorist. Yeah, I'm able to produce all this energy, and it doesn't do anything in my deck. So, we didn't do what I would call a particularly professional job of building this deck. I don't really want to take 6. I think a fresh card is fine. I don't think I need double green for anything. Oh, I do need it for Monstrous Onslaught, which would actually be pretty awesome in this spot. So we'll hang on to the Unbridled Growth for now. Sure. They're dead to the Serpent in 2 attacks. They might be dead right now. So I could just kill the 3/3 and the 2/2, attack all. Okay. Wow. Is that win number 3? One, two, three, sure. And am I more likely to want double blue or double green? Not clear. But Gear Seeker, I think, is more important to be able to resolve than Monstrous Onslaught, although Monstrous Onslaught is in my hand. Uh-oh. I know that card is good. Well, we get the double green anyway. Oh, wait, this isn't the good one. So this is going to be red-black artifacts again, I think. That deck beat me up last time, so that's a little scary. I should have scried there. Whoops. Not paying attention. So I could make a 3/3 and a 2/4. That's probably what I want to do. It's just the most mana efficient. And we did miss a scry, but hopefully I don't get punished too badly for it. We'll just do it on end step. All right. I don't think this card is particularly good, but it's the second time I've seen it, so I could be wrong. Yep, get me for 1. We do get a large number of scries out of this guy, so that's pretty good too. I could Onslaught and just kill both of their creatures, but then they can... Oh, they can't crew up Mobile Garrison right now. Yeah, that's probably what I want to do. I still want this, though. Well, no, we're going to leave in the dust this turn so we can attack for 5. And this is crew 2, right? Yeah. That's a good draw. Yeah, and then next turn we'll be able to cast Monstrous Onslaught and attack for 5 again. And they are stuck on 3 lands, so if they don't play a land this turn, we should be able to get them pretty good. Okay, they do. But they have a bunch of X1s, so this Monstrous Onslaught might be really good. Ooh, that's also pretty good. I still think killing 3 creatures is about as good as this is ever going to get. And if they crew, we'll just cast Seed Sculptor. I assume they will. Now we have all the mana in the world. Yeah, you know, I like these formats where you can play the main deck artifact and enchantment removal. I think that's just kind of fun. Sure. Alright, so you've got a 1/1. How do I want to do this? I don't think I need to drop Gear Seeker this turn. Like, I think I'd... I mean, maybe I do want to do that. It's just the most mana efficient. So let's just play it. They only have 1 red. Doesn't seem super likely they can bolt me, so... Yeah, we'll attack for 5. We'll drop that, and then we have Appetite for the Mobile Garrison. Green? Uh-oh. What does that mean? Okay. So I can play the land. I can make this unblockable. That puts them at 3. I think they're just dead on board. Let's see. That costs 6. And I can't also Appetite, so I do need to be sure about that. This is crew 3. So they can crew this and then crew this to make a block. This has Death Touch, so I do need to go unblockable here. Well, I don't have to decide anything until I'm in combat, because I can activate Gear Seeker if they choose to crew first. But I think I'm just gonna do this and jam all. This does not let me Appetite, but and if they're doing this, they're not crewing. So they lose both their creatures and go to 1. And they have 2 vehicles. Okay. I think we got there. Alright. I mean, this is solid. Alright. That is a good card. What do I want to do about that? I guess... So we're going to go one of these, Rishkar, Wild Wanderer. I also have a Leave in the Dust. A 2/3 doesn't stop this, so I think I'll just do this. I'm going to take my 2 anyway. And then we'll scry an upkeep. Not forget to do it this time. That's a lot of death touch. Plains is actually good. I don't think I can bottom that. Go to main. I do have to deal with that Gifted Aetherborn at some point. And since I don't need the mana and I'm about to ramp next turn, I'm going to put it here. Because I can't just ignore a 2-3 lifelink death touch for the entire game. It's just going to make the life total swing too large. I forgot to scry on upkeep there yet again. Darn it. I already have a bunch of islands in hand, so I think I'm just going to get another forest. But we'll scry an end step, not the end of the world. Same Z's. I think this card is okay. The 3-2 is a lot more acceptable than the 2-2 draw card I have in my deck. This card is awful, and I don't know why it's in my deck. However, it does buy me a bunch more scries, so that is like a consideration. I will also be able to double spell with it. Alright, fine. I talked myself into keeping a puzzle knot on top. Oh my god. Okay. We'll do that. And I think I'll just leave up Leave in the Dust. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Should I send the 3-2? I have a 2-4 blocker. They have 2 cards left. I kind of think I should. I don't know, but I don't really just want to trade it with their Wild Wanderer. No attacks. It's not clear to me that that's right, but it's also... It feels pretty medium to get in for 3, putting them to 21. No, that's not too bad. All these energy cards are pretty good. I'm not sure I care too much about them making a bunch of 1-1, so I think I'll just take 1. I don't need to keep this for Gear Seekers, so let's go ahead and activate that. There he is. Yep, we'll just drop him down. Oh, I guess they can just make it block, huh? Well, if they get enough energy. I'll be lucky if I get to untap with this. Okay. Okay. That's a great card. Oh, man. Awesome. All right. They only have 2 toughness kind of across the board. Making my 3-2 bigger doesn't matter. We'll just put it on Cloud Blazer. Sure. And I still have Wildest Dreams to rebuild here. Let's make sure we're scrying. That is not a great draw. So let's see. This is 6 to do, so I will have 2 mana. Yeah, a 2-drop is actually fine. Lets me cast an actual spell. And I would like to start getting this tapped before they're able to get enough energy to force me to block with it. Alright, that is a 5/4. This is a close game. We are gummed up here. Okay. I don't really think I care about that. Let's take one. Like, having this around gives me a few more options to block this Arborback Stomper. Let's make sure we're scrying. That can go away. And that didn't give me a chance to stop. Darn it. Okay. So let's see. I will have 3 mana left. I think I'd rather hang back a turn. There we go. That's a nice one. 20 cards left. That's not so bad. I could send my 5/6 and see if they'll double block anywhere. But I think we'll just wait. That's pretty good, too. Yeah, let's do that. So we could, like, Expertise and cast Leave in the Dust. Or I could just activate this. That's probably what I want to do. And then we'll make some, like, blocks, and then we'll be able to Wildest Dreams and get all our stuff back. Take you. And then we'll go 3/2 and 1/2. Should I put the 2/4 anywhere? Let's see. I don't think so. I think that's probably fine. I don't really want to lose Theorist. It's going to help me keep my foot on the gas through the late game here. And, like, if they get my Seed Sculptor and Wild Wanderer, it's not, like, the end of the world. Sure. That seems like fine for me. Alright, let's make sure we're scrying. Nope. And this time, I'm going to make sure I get to do this before draw step. Nope. Okay, that's not the worst. So if I Baral's Expertise, I can get rid of 3 of the tokens, and then I can cast, like, let's say, Filigree Familiar. I can't get in with Gear Seeker then, but I think leaving it back to block for a turn is okay. And then eventually I will be able to cast Wildest Dreams and get back at least Cloudblazer, maybe Rishkar. We'll see. But I think that's what we're going to do, because I am a little behind on the board. They have many more attackers than I have blockers. Yeah, and I can still leave up Leave in the Dust then. Yeah, that's good. And hopefully I'll be able to have my card advantage take over in the late game here. Yeah, that's not super good. Okay. Do I want to Leave in the Dust? Because that will sort of get the pressure off me. A lot of energy. For this Wildest Dreams turn. Because if I tap out for Wildest Dreams and just have a bunch of blockers, they're probably going to send a lot. Why don't we get rid of the Menace guy? Oh. Oh. 5 damage, huh? 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually pretty good. That kills 3 things. Let's do that. Wow. What a game. And we still had Wildest Dreams at the ready to keep going. But a 3-for-1 is usually pretty good. This hand is not good. I can, like, Baral's Expertise and, I don't know, cast a stupid Puzzle Knot. Ugh. I don't have any way to draw cards. I kind of think I ship this. I do have my Solvent, though, which is pretty neat. I need something like that for my workbench. Let's mulligan. Okay. Unbridled Growth is my fixing. This is my 2-drop. It could just be Solvent. I don't really want to do that, but it is, like, pretty late game. I mean, I could throw the land back. I guess I don't need the fixing right now. Like, if I draw literally exactly Cloudblazer, I'll be sad about that. But any other card, I think I'll be happier I stayed with this configuration. I've seen a lot of turtles. A large number of them. Uh-oh, a green-blue deck. Maybe they'll show me how it's done. Don't have any real decisions right now. They're also playing Druid of the Cowl. I feel like my deck's better since I trimmed on those. So, it hasn't really impressed me. We'll go ahead and block. Oh, I remember this is a sideboard card from Standard when this was in the Standard format. That is really good. Yikes. Yeah, I guess I'll get in. I think I'll trade 2 life for 2 life for now. I really hope I draw something to kill that Besti-scary. That is Besti-scary. Oh yeah, go ahead and draw your card. Well, attacking looks like it was a mistake now. No, maybe not. It didn't work out too bad for me. If they had managed to get 3 on me there, I would have felt a little silly, but it looks like they want to use the Druid for mana here. And they whiff. Well, that's good news for me. I guess I say I want to draw something for Bestiary, but I do have this, but that's going to be a while. There's not really anything I want to bounce, so let's draw a card, keep our foot on the gas. So let's see. In 35 more turns, I'll be able to use Solvent on the Bestiary. Neat. Kind of wish I had my Druid now. All right, that speeds it up. And I can grab my white. Still don't think I'm attacking. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what I could draw that would make me not want to use Solvent on the Bestiary next turn. They are going to get to hit me for some flying damage, which is certainly a concern. Yeah, send for 4. Makes sense. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then hopefully figure out some way of stabilizing from here. What? That's actually pretty sweet. I wonder if they'll ever be able to make this do the thing. Or if I'm just going to die to flyers in the meantime. If I had to guess, I would say I'm going to die to flyers. Ooh. Only 3? That's a shame. Well, let's see. If I play the Cobra, I will have 6 mana left, so I could give this Death Touch. But Monstrous Onslaught deals the damage. Okay. Too bad. Well, I think I can just play the Cobra and leave up Leave in the Dust. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. Because if they have one more artifact, then I can bounce the Wingsmith, and they should be a little bit out of gas on that. They are going to make me... They're going to be able to make me make some trades that I don't want to. Yep. Because they can really only trigger this thing so many times. Okay, that's good. So now I can do this. I can play Aether Swooper. That blocks the crane. And so what would I like to do here? I can divide up 3 damage. I could kill their 3/3. I could kill both their cobras, which wouldn't be terrible, because I am at 6. It feels kind of like I need to kill the 3/3. The cobras are problematic, but I can trade one of them for mine and then another one with, like, Nimble Innovator. They do have a lot of attackers, so getting rid of a bunch of stuff would be good. The problem is getting rid of the cobras doesn't help me too much. I want to have my 3-power guy hang around for my Monstrous Onslaught. I'm just afraid that if I don't cast it here, I'm going to lose immediately. So here's what I'm going to do. I just think this makes my blocks so much better. And I'm willing to gamble that they're not going to be able to trigger Wingsmith too many more times. Alright, that worked out for me this turn. So what do you need? 2 energy to make a 1/1? But then I can't block the 1/3 flyer. Could send the Cobra, but they'll just trade with the Familiar, so we'll just cast this. Yep, and I'll just pass. I do have a number of cards that gain me life and draw me cards, so... Alright, they're out of gas, and so am I. That's a good one. No, I do not think they're going to whiff on this, but we'll see. Yep, they do not. Oh, and it's another flyer? That's bad. So let's see. If I block 1 here, I fall to 5, and then I am dead to this and the Peafowl, or Wingsmith and the Peafowl. If I block the Wingsmith, and they can't trigger it, they are on 0 cards. I'm dead to... I'm not dead. That's 2 attacks with Gear Seeker Serpent. I guess that's not... Yeah. All right. I think I blocked the Wingsmith. As crazy as that sounds... I think it actually buys me the most time here. That's interesting. So if I get back Monstrous Onslaught, I have 5 damage. So I could take out the Peafowl. I have 10 mana. So realistically, if I want to cast something, I need about... I have 5 life. This is tough. I might just be dead to an attack all as well. I think I got to get back Monstrous Onslaught. So let's go like this. I need 5 mana left. I have 10 mana, so that means I can do this for 2. And I can get back, let's say, Onslaught. And let's go Solvent. So I think we just kill the Peafowl. Yep. So can I just send Gear Seeker anyway? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could block everything, and then I wouldn't really have a way to win the game. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I can't. I guess I would be trading for Glint Nest. Another Glint Nest. Yeah, let's actually do it. It doesn't seem super likely to me that they're going to block. Yeah. I'm at 3, so I might just actually be dead here. I just have to fade artifacts, kind of. That's my whole plan. Well, that's GG. They are playing a very decent number of artifacts. I'm impressed. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, good games, parts. Let's see what our reward is here. Yeah, we win, what, 100 gems? 4 packs? I'll take it. All right, thanks for watching. I'll catch you at the next draft.